Greetings and welcome to another Uneducated Alpha Magnus review. I have no idea what these two items are and I don't care. Guess what? These are action figures based off of Star Wars. I actually do know who they are. That was a thing because people keep... If I pronounce a name wrong, people are like, oh, you're doing that wrong. Oh, sorry. Two characters that used to be combined might have split into characters that I don't know who's who. I don't know. It happens. So here we have Hera Syndulla. Syndulla. That's how I should pronounce it. Captain of the Ghosts. This is from Hasbro Black Series. I did not get the ones from... What am I forgetting? The Ahsoka series, because I don't care. These are the ones that I wanted. These are older ones that were just harder to find. And I kind of wanted these ones better. These ones are pre-live action. These were part of the turn the CGI character into an actual one. And I kind of prefer the way these ones look. These ones look more like the characters, less like the actors that play them now. No sleight of hand against people who are into those. Sleight of hand isn't even... No sleight against. Sleight of hand is when you do magic. So, I will probably never script my videos either, because I don't care. This is about me opening this piece of plastic and getting rid of the plastic and cardboard. Less about anything else. So please comment away at how stupid I am and how I don't know anything. You comment more than the people who like my videos, so thanks. There's that. Her pistola. I do have a chopper somewhere around here. I will try to get that in a moment. There she is. In all her booty. Ooh, there it is. Zoom in. Decent likeness. I like that these are separate, which is kind of weird, but it does allow them to do a little bit of changing amongst other things. Is this separate too? Yeah, this piece above the waist is like a separate glued on piece, and then she's got just a basic wobbly, I guess, diaphragm joint. It's not a joint, it's more like a ball joint. Her arms go pretty darn good for a Black Series figure. They have this rubbery piece hooked down here instead of on the shoulder, which is the correct way to do that. We got full rotation. We got a single jointed pinless with a wrist there. And then we got a double jointed pinned leg. So that is usually the trade up that you get. No calf boot cut. We do have a swivel and rocker, and of course a ball jointed hip with thigh swivel. Pretty basic. Almost a G.I. Joe Star Wars figure. There's nowhere to put her gun. Her very tiny, easily to lose gun. But we're going to put it in her pistol hand, which it looks like she is a southpaw in space because she is shooting with that left hand. This one is just a regular standard holding hand. And there she is. Let's take a look at... I kind of wanted to just do both of these at once since they were kind of re-released on Hasbro Pulse at the same exact time. Chopper got a re-release in the Ahsoka series because there was no difference between him, CGI, and live action release, so they kind of just went with that. But these two were definitely different. Same problem as usual. Hasbro did not include any sort of stand. So this is pretty level ground I've got this on. Still doesn't work. Here is Sabine Wren. Sabine Wren here. We've got this lovely take on the character, which is, as I said, a bit more like the Woo! One of them days. A bit more like the animation versus the live action. I didn't mind either of the actresses that they had picked to play the characters in live action, so that's not really the issue. The figures themselves I did not like. The figures are pretty trash. They look weird. They have weird articulation. I think that's one of the problems I have with the live action Star Wars ones, is since they're trying to match a live action aesthetic, you end up getting really bad action figures almost every time. They'll have, oh, well, we got to make it so that it does this specific cut, and then you get it, and it's like, well, that cut that keeps the mold right, it makes it look like trash. Luckily, I'm not keeping any of these boxes, because I just had to mangle that one to get it out. And that sneeze was good. So let's see what we got here. Look at that. All right, here's Sabine Wren. She's got her multicolored hair. This is a lot nicer. Instead of it being just black hair with highlights, it's the full purple, which is kind of what I prefer. There's the butt. This time we've got, instead of a rocker down here, this is built more like one of the Marvel Legends where there's just a swivel up top where the armor cuts. As I said, this is kind of the part where these get to do a little better than anything else. I'm honestly very surprised that they didn't just reuse these and then swap it with, like, the actor's head. But that's Disney licensing, and they probably did what they wanted to do. We have a double-pinned knee and the same pinless single arm with the swivels here. Does look like she has decent articulation on both of these. So one's got it in and out, and this one's got an up and down swivel. That's pretty good. Joint. You know what I didn't do? I didn't check the joints on this, because this, it's not too bad, but her little, I can never remember what those things are called on the Twi'leks, however you pronounce that. Guess what? George Lucas says pronunciations don't matter in Star Wars. Yet again. No, they need to be giving stands with these things. And there we go. So we got the swivel there. What was that? That is some gummy leg there. I don't know why. That one was so much gummier. That was weird. You don't really notice it until you get it bent into like a certain thing. Thigh cut, hip, same exact articulation as her. But she comes with a few more extra little things. We do have this pistol here. 2 pistols, which I'm sure will fit into her hand. But they go right into here for storage. So thank you for the storage on that. They do stick out a little bit, which maybe some heat will do that, but that's a little weird. And then she does have this. Her little spray gun, which she likes to spray paint stuff in the show. She's a little graffiti artist. Which, that's cool. That's how, and it's where they introduced, I think, the Mandalorians having some style versus just Boba Fett being Boba Fett. Because Boba Fett wasn't really a Mandalorian. We figured that out afterwards. Retconned. Zip. I love how when I do that, the zoom does not work appropriately. You'd think zooming in would allow you to zoom in. It doesn't. For some reason, the 5x zoom is the best. Or 0.5. For viewing stuff up close. And there she is in all her beauty. Then you can pop this on. This is a little bit tighter than I'd prefer it to be. So leaving it on may not be the best thing, since this is like a plasticized rubber that might fuse onto there. But I do love this. This is exactly what I wanted for my shelf. My Rebels shelf is doing pretty good. I gotta try to hunt down a couple more of the grails that I forgot about until these came back out, and I'm like, oh crap, I never did pick those up. So we'll see how that goes. And maybe I'll pick some of those up and do some old style reviews on them. She gonna stay up? Maybe. I'll put this back in Hera's hands. Does Hera's got an in and out and up and down? Yeah, so she must be left-handed in the show. Just never noticed it, because they have made an effort to make her left-handed action figure, which some people might overlook in general. Might have to find something to stick that in there. Does not really want to stay in there. But getting the two ladies from this show, her leg is just not working here. Let's slide that here for now, because that gun doesn't want to stay either. There you go. There's both of them. Let me go see if I can find that chopper. Yep, found it. It took 2 seconds. Organization? What? There he is. So now we've got about half the crew. Still got to get an Ezra and a Kanan. Unfortunately, they only did like season 1 versions of Ezra and Kanan. I kind of would rather have season 2 versions of both of them. I think it was season 2. Short-haired Ezra, I think, was what we got. I want longer. And then blind Kanan. Spoilers for that old show. And then there was a Zeb, which I should have picked up. But these ones were impossible to find at the time, so I wasn't going to bother doing that. And this is the problem with only releasing things in like a minute, is that people don't want to purchase things that they can only get for 5 minutes. Hasbro. Things need to sit on shelves sometimes. Yeah, I remember old Ninja Turtle toys, like randomly finding old stuff at KB Toys being like, this is the one I don't have. You know, oh, we released these, good luck finding them. Why didn't we make sales? Duh! Realistically, that is the Walmarts and Targets not allowing things to sit on their shelves unless they are Lignite Stratoses, which are everywhere. I still see those in stores, and they're 5 years old. Why? Why do these get clearanced out in 1 minute, and that sits? It makes no sense. But hey, there's the ladies and the war criminal Chopper. Hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, like, subscribe, and for the love of God, comment. Just say, this was dumb. I don't care. Comment. Comment on my videos. I'm Alpha Magnus. And toys.